Hello there and welcome back to Kieran's Perfumes. The aftershave I'm going to speak to you about today was released all the way back in 2009. We're in the early days of January 2020, so it's been out over a decade and it is still, in my opinion, one of the greatest smells you can ever smell. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it and I want to show you which bad boy we are talking about. And it is this one here. Your Yves Saint Laurent NUIT de la Hump. This, oh my god, I cannot even stress how amazing it is. It is without doubt the one that I will get the most compliments on. There's a few that people will ask questions about, but this little bad boy here, it rocks your world. I promise you, it is the best thing that I can ever suggest to you. I can't tell you. I'm trying to stay subtle, but my passion for it is so high. I could talk about this one all day. It is easily one of the ones that I've spent the most money on over the years. I reckon I've bought £400-500 worth. I've had about 8 bottles, gift sets, all sorts. Like even buy the deodorants, shower gels. Sometimes when you obviously buy a gift set, you get those kind of things free, so cha-ching. But I'll even buy like your little body products. Now, the NUIT, this is the night version. You've got your NUIT, which is the day version, and I do rate that. I have had a couple of bottles myself, but personally, this just trumps all over it. This, you wouldn't want to wear anything else after you've had that. It is a fresh oriental smelling fragrance on the fragrance wheel. It's quite warm, quite spicy. It has that very sort of alluring, mysterious sort of feel about it. It's like you definitely would want to wear this on any big occasion. I actually have a wedding coming up in 3 weeks and I don't know what I'm going to wear yet, like clothes wise, but I already know that is what I will be wearing on the day for smell, because that will be a perfect event for it. I would definitely recommend using this one more as like an evening fragrance, as the name suggests, or any big, if you're going out on a date or you're any big event, this will probably be what I would say. If you're nipping down to Asda to pick up a pint of milk, I mean, I would wear it, but that's because I always want to smell the best all the time. But it's a lot of money to waste just to be going to pick up a pint of milk. So maybe save this one for one of your ones for your bets. I have actually looked up the prices, and I'm going to go by the perfume shop prices because that's where I used to work. So as of, I don't even know what the date is, the early days of January, as of then, the 40ml version is £45. The 60ml version is £54 and the 100ml version is £73. As I say, that's on the perfume shop's website. I'll always use them for reference, as that's where I learnt my trade, so they'll do the ones. Now, this actually reminds me, if you want to go back a couple of years, of there used to be one by, forgive the pronunciation, I never get this right, I don't know if it's Givenchy, I don't know, but they used to have one called Play Intense. The Play, again, was very popular, but they did one Play Intense. And there's also your Victor and Rolf, your Spice Bomb, that one there. They might not, in the shops, they may not say that personally, I'm just talking on my thing. That's, whenever you wear this, those are the two smells that instantly comes to me. It's like, oh, that's similar to that, so that'd be good. I wrote down a little list as well of other things that if you've had this, or you know about this and you want to try something else, according to the fragrance wheel, of what will also be good for you, what you will potentially like. So you've got D&G the One, you've got both the Chanel Laws, the Homme Sport and the Homme Sport Extreme. Again, I don't want to get too off on it because obviously we're talking about the NUIT, but the Allure Extreme, for me personally, so much better, but you did sell a lot more of the Homme Sport, just the original. So take on that what you will. You've got the Blue de Chanel as well, and the Dior Homme. Now, as you can see, they're all your kind of like your luxurious brands, so you're going to be up there looking price wise, but those will be similar recommendations. Now, the one thing I never talked about in the introduction video back then, which I just want to say, as I didn't want to get too overcomplicated, every fragrance that you buy, it always has three layers of notes in. You've got your top notes, which are arguably the most important notes, because that's when you walk into a shop, when you walk into a department store, you walk around, that's what you're smelling, that's what attracts you straight away to that. So that'll be the first thing you smell. You've got your middle notes, sometimes referred to as your heart notes, so either one. And then you've got your base notes, again, either sometimes referred to as your bottom notes, so top, middle, bottom, just being the easy way. Have you ever been, what I want to ask you is, have you ever been walking around and you've sprayed something on yourself and you'll smell it and you're like, not really too bothered about that, not too keen at first, because that's, as I say, that's your top notes, you're getting all that. And then, I don't know, you're walking around your town, you're at the bar, doing whatever, 3-4 hours later, you smell it again and you're like, oh, what's that? That smells, that's really nice. That is because the top notes are wearing off and you're getting into your base, your base and your middle notes. So I definitely recommend popping a little bit on yourself, seeing how you take to it. If you don't like it at first, my advice would be, don't discount anything. It's like, I give it a couple of hours. If after then you still don't like it, excuse me, getting croaky, then obviously try it that way, but that would definitely be what I would suggest. Well, I don't want to go on too much, because obviously, as I say, I don't want to make this video go over the 10-minute mark. We're already at 7. But I just want to say again, the NUIT de la Homme, black lid, black liquid. Oh, it looks black, but I mean, obviously it's clear. That is my rating, 10 out of 10. I'm going to go through other ratings on other things in future videos, but I wanted to start off with something I was personally very passionate about to begin with. If there's anything you personally want rated or want to know a little bit of information about, just drop me a message on the channel and I'll see if I can do a recommendation on that. Well, thank you very much. Have a good day. Take it easy.